Common Core makes children use critical thinking skills instead of just remembering facts or regurgitating them onto tests. The children actually have to problem solve to answer a question. Common Core was created to describe in detail what each grade level is supposed to learn and know before moving on to the next grade level as a way to prepare them for college. So when students graduate, all students are college ready and they are prepared to go to college. Common Core is also a way to keep all students on track and to make sure all states are on the track. So no matter where a child goes in a state, they're all on the same content, same information. So they're not bouncing all over the place. Because before Common Core, different states and different districts, or even, were teaching different things at different times and at different levels, and it was just way too confusing for, say, a student who moved around a lot. So Common Core is a way to make sure every state that follows Common Core, at least, is on the same pacing guide and track, and all the students are learning the same things at the same time. There are two big misconceptions about Common Core. One of them is that Common Core is made and enforced by the president and the government, which is false because education is an issue that each state handles within its own state. So there's no way that the federal government enforced Common Core, especially since there's at least 5 states that don't have Common Core anyway. They just decided they didn't want it in their state, so they never adopted the whole Common Core system. And some states can have left the Common Core just because they didn't want it. So Common Core is not enforced by the government. It was not made by the government. It was made by testers and researchers who believed that applying critical thinking skills would help children learn and apply it in real world and apply it in college instead of just remembering facts. The second misconception about Common Core is that it is enforcing children to read government-made and government-approved books and not reading the classics such as To Kill a Mockingbird and things like that, which is also false. Common Core does want children to read a lot more informational text, but it doesn't say that we have to throw out all the good classic books. They just want students to read more informational texts that are harder and that apply more of the critical thinking skills. Literature that teaches them about their history and things like that, and like more things that are just about fantasy and make-believe, more things that are informational to them. But Common Core definitely wants them to read more informational texts, but they still approve of the classics. Common Core has never stated that any of the classic novels or books are not welcomed at all. So that's definitely false. Common Core math standards give students who normally have a hard time learning math and with math different approaches to learning it and applying math. There isn't just one set way to learn like division or fractions anymore. Common Core gives students different kind of ways to think and look at how to do a math problem now. And the new standards allow children to work through a problem in many different ways, and they all achieve the same solution. So teachers are teaching in many different ways to teach one problem. It may take a little bit more time, but it makes sure all students understand the same thing and they still get to the same answer, whichever way that they understand it better. Common Core gives students a more content-rich, print-rich, and more consistent education all over the United States for those states that do have Common Core.